Okay, he's made here. It's the next day, and I want to go work on this this rear light. All right, I'm gonna work at wiring it. I know I hear wiring, and I just cringe. You know, I hate freaking wiring stuff, man. It's horrible. But hey, once I get into it, I don't stop. So it's pretty simple. All I got to do is just wire the stuff. Okay. The only thing we won't be running is the brake light. I have to find some kind of switch for that. Okay, but in the meantime, we'll just wire the left, the right, and the running light. Okay, and right now I'm peeling off the backing, the double-sided tape on this, and we're gonna put some new double-sided tape on it. So it'll be sticky, and then we'll zip tie it on. So this thing won't be coming off. All right. All right, I'll let you know what I got done. So, but that's my project for today. All right, is to get this thing installed and running. Okay. All right, here's me go. Okay, so to help assist me in mounting this to my tail light mount, I'm going to use this 3M tape here. All right, trim tape. All right. Yeah, there it is. So it's just the right size. It might be a little too big. No, it's just the right size. Okay, so perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go put this on here. I'm gonna clean it with alcohol, put this on here, and then we're gonna go mount it onto the tail light assembly, and then zip tie it on. Okay, and then the wiring extravaganza begins. Okay, there it is. I got it mounted. So we're gonna mount it first, and then do the wiring. So I think what we're gonna do is the wire hits the plate here, which is okay. This thing barely fits on here, guys. It barely fits. In fact, it's probably not touching in certain places, like right here. But the important part is what I wanted to make sure is like this part in the middle, it sticks there. Okay, so as much as possible, I want to get that middle part stuck there because the sides are held on by zip ties. Okay, so it would probably be pretty hard to take this off. I could probably add more zip ties too, but then you'll see it. It'll break the light. All right, there. The reason why you want to put the zip ties on the side is because there's no LEDs on the side. The little circuit boards on the side right there. Okay, and right here there's nothing on the side. So definitely, this mount was designed for this specific light. Okay, so I don't know where you can buy these, but I'm pretty sure you can find them on eBay. I think they're pretty common. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a 5-wire LED strip is what it is. Okay. So, all right, now becomes the fun part, the wiring. All right, Ace Big is dreading this. I might be able to mess around with this and figure out which one of these is the brake wire, and see if it still works. Okay, if I can get the brake wire working, that would be great. But I think it would have to be like an active brake. All right, you'd have to wire it to the positive because the other ones are getting their ground. Unless you could. No. I think I think all these lights, they share a common ground, okay? So all the lights share a common ground, but so you can't use the ground to operate the lights, okay? You have to use a positive signal, not a negative, all right? Not a ground. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've figured out where my signals are here right now. This is the left signal, and this is the right signal right here. All right, so all I got to do is tap into one of the wires in here. Okay, whatever the positive one is. Hopefully, I can figure it out. I'll probably run what is it? The multimeter on it before I hook it up. But hopefully, I picked the right one because I don't want to just start digging in the stuff. All right. As much as possible, I don't want to touch the wiring. Okay, I try to keep it as clean as possible. I think this is just gonna tuck up under the seat. I'm not sure. I could probably put it under. Yeah, I could put it under the seat. We'll make it go back here, and then I'll I'll zip tie it to the subframe, I guess. Yeah, let's make it go up here into the subframe a little bit, and we'll zip tie it there. Okay, or yeah, or we could just wrap around the subframe too, but I kind of don't. How much space is that back there? Yeah, the plastic cover kind of blocks it. Oh yeah, the plastic cover. How are we gonna do that? That's a good question. Yeah, if I can somehow get it to come out where this is going, I think that would be best. As much as possible, I don't want any wires hanging off the side of this, because I actually use the subframe. I put softy ties around the subframe to tie the bike down when I'm towing it places. So I don't want to, as much as possible, I don't want anything hanging off this. And plus I use it as a grab handle too. I grab onto it, and I don't want to be grabbing on the wires and ripping stuff off, you know. And that's how it was before. That's exactly why I'm trying to clean this up right now. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. But so I've already mapped out what the wires were last night. All right, if you guys remember this. So we'll have at it. All right. Cool. I thought about maybe tracing the signal wires back to the source. I think there's a signal relay under here. The previous owner installed it, but I think I'm just gonna tap into what's right here. So essentially, I'll have two sets of turn signals. I'll have one here and then one here. All right, one here and one here. So it'll be like super awesome. Trust me. All right, here's big out. I do want to kind of replace this plastic thing. It's cracking a whole lot, but it's got the turn signals mounted on it right now. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this until it like totally breaks. So I think it's okay. So all right, here's me out. Okay guys, what a headache. All right, so I'm trying to wire this thing in. So I know that the white wire is a low beam wire. All right, so and I tried the low beam wire. All right. And it's not working. It's hooked up right now to this 3S LiPo battery. All right, but if I move this wire over to the red wire, boom, the light turns on. Okay, so here's the white wire. Okay, I got the white wire connected, nothing, right? I was like, what the heck? No wonder my light is super bright all the time, okay? It's because the running light is broken, okay? The running light LED is burnt out or something. That it got shorted out somehow when I was, you know, from over time is what I'm gonna say. So all of the lights work, okay, except for the low light, okay, the not so bright red light, okay. Said this is the stop light is what it is, all right. This is the running light, but this one doesn't work anymore, all right. And I tried the other one. The other one doesn't work at all anymore. So I don't know what happened to it. Now here's the problem. Both the turn signals work. Okay, so both the turn signals work. There's the left one, and then there's the right one. Okay, but if I run them both at the same time, okay. So let me run the red and the green at the same time. You can't really tell the difference. So that's why you need to have the low beam. Okay. Yeah, you can't really tell the difference. It kind of blinks a little bit, but not really. So I would prefer it to work the proper way, okay? Yeah, it's way too bright. You can't really tell the difference. You can kind of tell the difference. Okay. A little bit. I would rather it not be so bright, okay, guys? It seriously looks like your bike is braking all the time, okay? And that's with the red wire. I don't know. Let me see. Let's put the red and the white wires together. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Okay, I'm touching it right now. So this light is kind of broken, okay? One of the LEDs are broken on the light. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another LED. So I'm just going to not work on this for a while. I know I got all my stuff out, all my electrical working stuff out, and then I find out the running light doesn't work. So, and I already have it all mounted and stuff, and I used that tape. I wasted a piece of that tape, and I'm kind of bummed right now. Okay, guys. So I think like this will work, but I need a new light. All right. So I think the best thing to do is buy another one of these LEDs. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna order another one of these, maybe a pair of them, just in case. Okay. and then we will continue this. Also, another thing is the jacket on this thing is so hard to work with, guys. The wires are so thin, and the jacket is like it's kind of soft, and when you cut through it, it cuts it through it like butter, and you may nick the wire. Right? I already ripped one of the wires out. I had to repair the ground on this. So this one still 4 of the lights work on this. All right, the left, the right, 3 of the lights work on this. The left, the right, and the stoplight work, but the running light doesn't work. So I want to get it so maybe I can have a stoplight someday. Okay, so. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed right now. I'm gonna have to take this off. Okay, so yeah, I will have to go back to this project in the future when I order one of these things. So I'm gonna order a new one of these, and then we're gonna put it on, and then yeah. So it's a bummer that I wasn't able to get it to work, but yeah. Because I was testing it. I hooked it up to the running light right here. All right, because the white wire is supposed to be the running light, and it doesn't work. Maybe let me do some internet research to see how this works. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Once this gets energized, once the white wire is energized, you get a running light. All right. When the red wire is energized, you get a stoplight. All right. It's a brighter red light. All right. And then these are the 2 turn signals. So when these get signals, the turn signals turn on. Right? It's that easy, right? So I'm pretty sure this one doesn't work. I don't know what could be the problem. There could be a break in the wire somewhere. One thing we probably could do is I could splice into the white wire here, and then see if it works over here. And if it does work over here, that means this wire is bad somewhere. All right, and I don't think so. It doesn't look like the wire is bad. But what we could do is we could connect it. Oh, geez, this thing is live, and I'll just let this thing drop right there. Okay, I'm going to connect this, and I'm just going to move the light around. I'm so close to shorting it out. Okay, yeah, no, it's burnt out. So that's why it didn't work before. Is the running light portion of this LED strip is burnt out. So I need to go get a new light if I want the running light to work perfectly. And plus, like I said, it's too freaking bright, man. It's too bright at night. So I think it would be better to not have it as bright. And then I could have a brake light thing. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and order a new one of these guys, and then when that comes, we'll install it. All right. I'll let you guys know where I got it from and how much I got it from. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I think I'm done for tonight. I have to say, I will install this coil spring, and then that's it. Okay. All right. He's Mig out. Bummer. All right. Hey, he's Mig here, and it's been like it's been more than a week since I worked on the bike, but I got that LED strip that I needed. All right. I got this on Amazon. All right, Amazon for $10.99. About $10 pretty much, or $11. Yeah, the tape on it isn't very good compared to the one that I have on there right now, but I know it makes me wonder if I should just pull this crappy tape off of it and use the one that's currently on the bike. It should still be clean. I don't know, we'll see. And then that's the wiring right there. There's like a bunch of these you could find. All right, they have ones that have like they're like animated or something. There's like a swipe or something, but I was like, no, just use a simple one, man. Like similar to the one that I got. So I guess some of them are saying that some of these are like not aligned properly. This one looks like it's a little too close to this side compared to this side. I don't really care. It looks all right. So it's like your mileage may vary type of thing. Okay. All right. So yeah, $11. I'm gonna go ahead and take the one that I have off of there. So if you guys remember the one that's on there right now, it works, but the the running light doesn't work on it. Okay. Everything but the running light works on it, so can't use it, right? If the stoplight is on, you can't really make out any of the other lights because the stoplight is freaking bright. So and right now it's got the stoplight on like all the time. Okay.
That or I could just not use it. One or the other. But I was like, nah, that's okay. I think it's slick to be able to use everything. All right. So we're gonna Hazebeck gonna take that off of there, put this on there, and then we'll start wiring it. It still looks like it has the same kind of shitty kind of wiring. This one looks like it's a little easier to work. Let's take a look at the wiring real quick. Okay, so that's the wiring. I think it's the same wires. Black is like the universal ground, I think. I think red was the stoplight, and I think white is the running light, and then the yellow and the green are like turn signals. So I'm gonna have to play around with them, but when I get them on the bike, I'll play. Actually, I could play around with them. They're already stripped, is what I'm gonna say. So this looks like it might be a little easier to work with than the other one. I'm not sure. The wires are still hella small though, so you got to be really careful with it. Okay, yeah, I might take out this double-sided tape. We'll see. It looks like it's okay. It's zip tied anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll get it mounted on the bike, and then we'll start playing around with the lights and stuff, and then we'll get it finalized. So one thing I'm waiting on is some shrink tubing. All right, these wires are so thin, I don't have any shrink tubing that'll work for this. All right, I want enough shrink tubing to be able to pair two wires together and shrink tube them together. Right. It's either that or just run electrical tape, and I kind of don't want to do that. It just doesn't look clean. If I have to, I will though. So definitely for the splices, we're gonna have to electrical tape them, but I want to try to keep using electrical tape to a minimum. I would try to keep this as neat as possible is what I'm gonna say. All right, ideally, yeah, we should probably use connectors and stuff, but that's okay. Hopefully this will last a while. All right, so yeah, we're gonna hop to it, and then I'll show you what I got. All right, here's we go. Alright, here's Mega here. I got it mounted on there. I used the tape that came with it. Worked pretty good. So I'm testing it right now. I know, I figured I probably should have tested it before I installed it, but I've got it hooked up to the 12-volt battery, or the 3S LiPo, and there it is. So we got our left, our right, and this is either the high or low beam. I think it's like everything connected right now, right? Literally, I have the red wire connected to all the wires. So now we're gonna go test them individually, but it looks like they all work, all right? And the good thing is you can differentiate. So the last time you couldn't differentiate the turn signal from the stop sign, and so that's the reason why I wanted to replace it, okay? But there it is. And then we'll have these to help enforce, you know, with the left and the right also. So this is turning out pretty good, guys. I'm pretty happy so far. All right, I've got the wire tucked up in there like I had it before, and it's just coming out the side here. I'd imagine that's probably all the wire I'm going to use right there. We're just going to cut whatever I need. Okay, so the jacket on this wire is a lot weaker than the last one. Though everything was like kind of like stuck in there. It was really hard to get out on the last one. This one, the jacket is really flimsy. I was able to kind of just peel it off, all right, for the most part. So that actually made working on it easier. So right here, it's kind of like kind of cut like in a crack. I guess I could get the knife and cut around it, so it goes all the way around. But I decided I push some of this shrink tubing here just to make it look nice, okay, or just to make it look nice and so it doesn't unravel in the future, okay. But so this is going to be under here on this part of the subframe. I think I'm going to try to route everything on this side of the frame so the other side is clear, okay. I'm going to try to make it so, like, you know, there's nothing here. I don't want to be able to touch anything here, okay, because I use this to pick up the bike, you know. Yeah, well, I got all the wires already, stripped everything. Before I got sick, I had already stripped everything and ready to install it, but then yeah, I got sick. So and then I had to buy another one of these. So okay, so now I'm gonna go test them individually. I'm not gonna get that on video. I'm gonna do it, and if it works, it works. There's only one wire we won't be using, and it's the red wire. Okay, the red wire is the brake light, and I don't have like a brake light set up on this bike yet. I have to get a brake light switch or something. So for now, that's not gonna work. But I will what I'll do is I'll just kind of ball it up and zip tie it to itself, and then maybe I might use it later. Who knows? I'm not sure. Okay, but for really, I just want the turn signals and the running light to work. That's all. Okay. All right. Here's we go. Okay, so I'm done for tonight. So I checked each individual one, and it works fine. I took picture of the low beam. It's not very bright, the low beam, so but that's fine. Whatever. Doesn't need to be super duper bright. I don't really care about it. But so we won't be using the red wire, and I mapped out what the yellow and the white wires are. So the yellow will be the right turn signal, and the green is the left turn signal. Okay, so this is going to go to our left blinker, which is this one right here. Okay, green will go there, and then the yellow is going to go to this blinker right here. Okay, and then so it'll be like super bright. There'll be like two sets of blinkers. There'll be a blinker here and a blinker here. It'll be awesome. Okay, people will definitely know which way I'm turning. All right, no more guessing if people can see your thing or not. I don't know, maybe not. The light bee is still pretty low, so I don't know. All right, anyway, I think that's where I'm at tonight. I am really tired. I'm still sick, so I cannot work on the bike for too long. This is what I've discovered. So I will pick this up tomorrow. I'll start figuring out the wire lengths and everything. All right, because we're not going to use all that wire. And then like I should get the new shrink tubing tomorrow, so I could probably finish this tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, but the way it's going to work is I'm going to take my ground from the signal light. All right, from the old running light. We're going to take our ground from one of these is the ground here. I guess I better mark that too. And then like I showed you, these are going to be the signals. And then yeah, we're going to use the white wire. The white wire is going to connect to whatever the positive wire is for this. Okay, and then the red wire, like I said, we're just going to ball it up, and then we'll use it some other time. If I could get my brake light. If I can get a brake light switch or something. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. It looks like it's turned out pretty good, and then we'll start working on the front of the bike. I'll start stripping the front down. All right, here's my go. All right, here's my here. So I've tested out the light and everything, and it's good to go. So like I mentioned, the green wire is the left light, and the yellow wire, it's almost like a freaking R, man, but the yellow wire is the right signal, right? So those are the notes I made from last time. I actually verified it. Okay, and then so I'm going to go ahead and start soldering it now. All right. Okay, Hayes Mega has finally finished his new rear tail light setup. All right, so here it is. I tried to clean it up as best I could, but it's the best I can do. There's a lot of wire under here, tucked up under here. All right, which is okay. And I got a lot of wire connected to this part, or zip tied to this part of the subframe. Right, so I pretty much eliminated. That's funny. Yeah, I pretty much eliminated all the wiring on this side. So there's no wire. Before there was, I think the signal wire was running that way. Okay, and I got nothing running down into the swing arm anymore. Okay, because if you remember correctly, I had some lights that were connected right here, and I just didn't like those. They kept on moving and stuff, and yeah, there was wires and stuff here, so I got rid of that. Okay. But yeah, much cleaner. So this is the connection for the running light. All right, that's where I'm getting our ground from. And then yeah, there's a bunch of, I think that yellow wire is the right turn signal, and the green wire is the left turn signal. Okay, from there. Okay, and then this red wire here, this red wire is for the future. That's for the brake light. All right. My plan is to maybe get like some kind of micro switch for this guy. All right. So whenever this gets to a certain amount, it'll trip the switch, and then yeah, it'll have to be a positive though, because we're using 1 for the negative right here. So anyway, yeah, there it is. Pretty clean setup. All right. So I've got a set of tail lights, turn signal lights here, and then I've got this little bar thing. Okay, let's check it out. I'm gonna fire it up. Okay, there's my running light. All right. And then we've got a left turn signal. Okay. And we got a right turn signal. Pretty good. I think that's really good. So there's no doubt in my mind that somebody like that was driving behind me would be able to tell like that we're making a right turn signal. Okay, this I'm just not so sure about, but this combined with this, it makes a big difference. Okay, so now you can definitely tell which side is a left turn and a right turn. Okay, I wish the LEDs went out a little bit more. Okay, the ambers. I wish the ambers went out a little more. Okay, and this is it without the turn signal. Pretty cool. All right, and then so yeah, that's it. That's it for my rear tail light setup. I like it. It's a lot cleaner. One thing I'm kind of not happy with is it's not super duper bright. Okay, it looks bright in the video, but like I don't know, in real life, not so bright. But I got used to seeing the brake lights all the time. Okay, so in a future video, I will try to get the stop light to work. Okay, but I like this. It's simple. It doesn't take up a lot of space. All right, it's only takes up. It's within the confines of the seat. Okay, or like the subframe. So if you do drop the bike, you're not gonna break this. Okay, unless something was to hit like it directly, like a branch or something. I don't know if you drop the bike somewhere weird. It doesn't protrude. Yeah, it doesn't protrude more than the license plate. All right. So the license plate is the thing that like sticks out the most that can get hit. All right. So yeah. That being said, if this does get hit, see, it's a little flimsy. The mount's a little flimsy. It's only mounted here, so I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't. I forgot to put the pins in the back of that, so it'll probably be a little more stiff than that. It's probably just the cover that's flexing. But the verdict is out on how strong this 3D printed mount is. Okay, so far I like it. It looks nice, you know, but I don't think it's strong enough. I don't think 3D printing is the way to go for strength, guys. I wish it was made out of like a plastic, like a Delrin or nylon or something. Like real plastic, not 3D printed stuff, man. He's not a big fan of the 3D printed stuff, dude. And it's a little bit expensive for 30 bucks, you know, if it's 3D printed, in my opinion. All right, but we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, if it just busts off one day and then my license plate and my lighter's just hanging there, that's no good. Okay, but we'll see how long this thing will last. You know how hard I ride my bike, so I expect this thing to hopefully last a while, because this old thing lasted a while. Okay, this is the old light bracket. Okay, so replace this and replace that that rectangular tail light. In my opinion, the rectangular tail light was probably brighter than that. It's probably brighter. Can you see it from the side though? Yeah, you can see it from the side. Yeah, so it does kind of work as a reflector too. So I think it's great. So it replaced the two lights that were here, and then the big one that was in the middle, and it kind of like, yeah, you could see it at different angles. Can you see it from the front? Let's see. No, you can't. Probably, yeah, probably here. From the middle part of the bike back, you can see it. So pretty much everything from the middle to the front. But if you're looking at it from the front, you're not going to see it. Okay, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now I'm done with the rear end of the bike for the most part. I think I still have to get that Warp 9 linkage, but I haven't got it yet. Okay, so we're going to get that thing and throw it in there. But for the most part, we're done with the rear end. Minus like the shoes, all right? So we got to work on on the wheels. Okay, all right. Thanks for watching. That's the end of my Hayes Vegas special new rear light setup. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll have to see how long it lasts. All right, Hayes Vegas. It's the bracket that we're worried about. All right, Hayes Vegas. But I do like it. I do like it a lot.